Hi guys, here today in Los Angeles we're going to talk about the book written by Sasha and here we have two lovely people. It's Gina Gallo and Domonic. Gina, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us more about your work?
Sure. Hi, I'm Gina Gallo, and this is my partner Domonic. Sorry, Domonic, I'm introducing you. We are King Dom Productions. We've been producing, writing, creating animation for a long time. I had the privilege of doing it, and we're still doing it.
I've been in the movie business longer than Gina. I've been in the movie business for probably over 40 years, working as a cinematographer and then eventually as a director, a producer, a writer. And as Gina said, in the last 15, 16 years, we've been producing 3D animated movies. We've done 9 features to date. They play all over the world, including China. So we've been very fortunate in that sense. We're currently have a new movie coming out called The Queen's Corgi, and we're about to begin a new movie as well in a few months. But yes, we're talking about Sasha's book. We had the opportunity to
Did you read it?
Yes, we read it.
Yep.
Read
so
the book.
What's the first impression about it?
I love it when books take me all over the world and take me places that I've never been to, that I'd love to visit. I've never been to the Ukraine. I've never been to Afghanistan or these Iraq. I mean anywhere that's areas that right now people are not traveling to, but still we get an idea of what life is like there, and I really enjoyed that aspect of the book. The detail was great, and
yeah, I think as well, we have the opportunity to watch a lot of series because, with streaming services, there's so much content from all over the world. You have an opportunity to tell stories that are unique to that area. And we've seen movies from Israel, from Germany, from Ukraine, from Italy. And it's great because, as Gina said, you get to infuse not just the story and the character arcs, but some of the background in terms of cultural aspects, what they eat, how they dress, how they think. And it just makes you more aware as a global citizen when you're aware of other cultures, And so Sasha's book is good that way because it basically sets the scene, be it Baghdad or be it in the Ukraine, and you get a sense that you're there. You get some of the smells, the textures, the characters, incorporated into a story that is got many different levels of reveal to it.
I see. And do you think this is going to be a possible movie one day?
Any story has to be engaging. It has to have a character that you can either identify with or you feel some sort of empathy for, that you want to know their story. And Becker's story is interesting because, as the title says, The Perfect Instrument, he basically gets sort of duped, not once, but twice, but comes out of it, winning, if you will. Surviving, I guess, is winning in that business.
And you do care for him. I mean, I think you are absolutely invested in the characters, especially Becker, because that's whose story you're following. And for me, it's fascinating to see his journey and what he goes through, and you are intrigued and you want to know more, what's going to happen next. So I really appreciated that with Sasha's book.
Yeah, and Sasha's style of writing is it gives you some of the jargon and some of the technical aspects of, be it the CIA and all the FBI and other different kinds of covert activities, but he also mixes it with sort of like street language. It sort of just goes right to the moment, punch you in the face kind of stuff, and that's a nice mix. It isn't all techno kind of stuff and detail. It has that kind of real gritty, on the street kind of level of jargon, which is makes it interesting.
So, because you read the book, what would you tell our listeners right now? Like, would you recommend?
Yes, I would highly recommend the book. I thought it was entertaining. The person who narrated on Audible, we listened to it on Audible. It was very easy to follow.
Yes.
It was engaging, and they did a great job. So it makes it a pretty easy read. It's as you can see, it's a 400+ page book, but it went by very quickly to read.
Well, but what I loved about it was I could listen to it in my car when I was working out at the gym. I mean, that's what I love about Audible books. But it is, and the narrator was amazing, and again kept me engaged and interested in the book. So I'm grateful for that. But it's also the writing that kept me hooked.